In this lesson, we're going to get some practice with creating class components. This will be repetitive and an inefficient way to build out an app with React, but it is just meant to give you some practice time to build in some muscle memory. Previously, we created a class component that rendered an h1 tag with the text circle, square, and rectangle. We introduced the ES6 class keyword, which is primarily syntactic sugar over JavaScript's existing prototype-based inheritance. Also, in our syntax, we pointed out that we are using the class keyword to extend the React.component from the React package. Also, new to us was the render method that will be required with class components, and then we saw the familiar return statement from our stateless functional components. Alright, let's head into the code. Underneath our previous shapes component, we'll go ahead and create components for circle, square, and rectangle. Then, like our stateless functional components challenge, we'll render all of these to the DOM within a parent div tag. You have the example above that you can follow. If you have troubles, you can watch me create the first circle component, then render it to the DOM, and after that you can try the next two on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and give it a shot. Alright, hopefully that was pretty straightforward. Let's get started with our circle component. We'll start with the class keyword, then we'll name it circle, and after that we're going to type in extends react.component with an opening and closing code block. We'll then put in our required render method. We'll then open up another code block. We'll then use our return statement. I'm actually just noticing that I didn't stick my semicolon after the closing parentheses for our shapes component. I'll take care of that right now. We can now add our h1 tag and fill it with the text of circle that we want to render to the DOM. Pretty straightforward. Now, let's go to our react.dom.render method and render this to the DOM. We'll remove our previous shapes component and we'll replace it with a div that is going to be our parent component holding all of the components we are making in this lesson. Inside of that, we're going to place our circle component. We'll just type it in as a self-closing tag. Now, we'll go ahead and open this up in the browser. And it looks like we are good to go. Alright, if you haven't finished the other two components, go ahead and go back to them and finish them up. Or if you have this down, go ahead and go to the source code and copy and paste that into your file for future lessons.